Hey there, and welcome back to Season 2 of Inkbound, Starship of Terrors, the roguelike action strategy game by Shiny Shoe. I might tweak that intro. To some extent, it sounds like I'm talking about Inkbound as the Starship of Terrors, or that the Starship of Terrors is the roguelike action strategy game. I don't know. I just kind of came up with that on the spot based on the fact that we're in a new season. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to new patch of Inkbound. I've been trying very hard to get used to things and to unlock the new aspect, the Star Captain, for our first episode today. So that's pretty exciting. It has been difficult. I will say I have not played with the Star Captain yet, so this is probably going to end in tragedy. Almost certainly I will lose. I barely even know what the skills do. I will, however, explain to you all what the skills do. This is completely not for me, okay? Just absolutely, this is not for me. This is for you. I'm being kind. So the first skill, this is your quote-unquote auto, the Chillazer. It deals 30 frostbite, 30 damage and inflicts a stack of frostbite, and then deals 30 damage to another nearby enemy, so it bounces. Not clear how big the AoE on that is, but it is what it is. Then we have Mission Leader. I think this seems like a stance swap or something. There's a defensive mode, and there's a defensive mode. And so at the start of your turn, grant allies ability power until the end of the turn, used to swap to defensive mode. Seems like this mode is a passive, and then you can use to switch it. So kind of interesting. Obviously scales into multiplayer very effectively. Everyone gains shield and things. Hopefully it's still good in single player. I am not certain, but we'll see. Then we have Cryoclasm. Deal 120 damage and inflict 4 stacks of frostbite to an enemy. Then deal 15 damage and inflict 2 stacks of frostbite to nearby enemies. So it's like a blast of ice, right? Like a glacier hit or something. Cool. Their specialization, so their default stuff, they're passive, right? When affecting an ally with a beneficial binding, grant them 1 stack of Sentinel Drone. My suspicion is that this works on ourselves, and this doesn't do anything for any, like, in single player, you're not gonna get any benefit otherwise, but I think it counts us as an ally. I'm pretty confident. It would be pretty bad if not, so... but the Sentinel Drone, what essentially it does, is it deals 50 damage to all enemies hit by a binding, triggers frostbite, and loses 1 stack. Not sure what really this does. It sounds like when you use a binding, it gun shoots the guy. Cool. We'll see how that goes. So, there are some other changes in this patch that I will describe briefly for you all. I'm not going to go over the very large list of release notes. Please just go and look at the release notes page for it. But a lot of changes, so let me hit confirm here and just kind of crack open some stuff. First of all, there are a lot of new quests and things that you can do if you're interested in it. Obviously, the Star Captain has a quest with some cosmetics that you can freely unlock as in-game rewards. Neat. Great, we love that. Presumably you get these by doing the same thing you did with all the others. You just unlock all their bindings and augments and stuff at Ascensions. They'd have similar quests for the, like, draftable bindings as well as core augments and things. So it's nice to see these. These are all experience rewards now. I think they've removed a lot of the quest rewards as far as the item unlocks, right? You don't have to do every single quest in the universe to unlock a bunch of stuff. They've reduced the number of those. See what I mean? These are all XPs now, and this is a item. What they've done instead is they have this victory board thing, which presumably unlocks some cosmetics. Where is it coming? Where is it? Right, in the season. Progression rewards, right. So if you just kind of play the game and unlock solo tier stuff, which I think is the new version of the difficulties, right? Instead of having Inkbound rank or whatever, it's tier whatever. So we're currently on tier 11. It goes up to tier 20. So what they've said in the release notes is that the previous max difficulty is tier 10, and now there's tier 20. So the game gets considerably more difficult as you go up, which is great. I think that difficulty is good. We'll see if the difficulty is well balanced. I certainly couldn't tell you. I did lose 6 runs at the beginning of me trying to figure out what the heck was going on, and then could not for the life of me get past the first book on Weaver, so I just went to Obelisk and Unga crunched and still managed to lose a couple runs before I finally got one that was victorious and got me to solo tier 11. I did have to win a run in order, or at least get through a certain part of a run in order to unlock the Star Captain. So basically, if you're trying to get that guy, go into a run, find the book, the new one, which is a spaceship, which is pretty cool looking, and then you do the things in the spaceship, and you should get a key that you bring back to the Athenium, the main hub, and you put it in a place and you unlock the guy. Straightforward. I already did that. But what I went to say when I was getting in here is that the progression rewards is how you unlock stuff. So my understanding is, as you just kind of level up, which happens same way as it did before, you gain experience, you just unlock stuff. So progression in the form of just playing the game instead of being forced into a million quests. Now, some things are quest related, it seems like still, right? Some things do show up in quests, so not everything is progression related, but it's okay that there's a few things locked away. As long as like 90% of your unlocks are coming from things just playing the game, I think that's good. Okay, that's a big change. The other big change, this box over here. You also have to unlock this in a new run. Highly recommend just going and doing that in a quick dive or whatever. I'll tell you what those are, but these are trinkets. If you've played Hades, this seems a lot like the trinkets in Hades, where you just kind of start a run and you gain some benefit. After you win runs and do stuff, you get these keys that let you unlock different ones. You start with the top 4 unlocked, so this is like, the basic one is really good. After defeating a guardian, the next font of wisdom gives a guaranteed legendary choice. That's pretty darn good, as long as you can survive it. There's some other ones that are interesting. When battling the second guardian, heal for 20 health and gain 10 ability power until the end of combat. Kind of a weird one. A lot of these I think need some balance work personally. And then some of these, frankly, are just walls of text that I have not bothered to go through other than to understand at a high level what kind of things are here, right? So these middle row ones are hyper complicated. I think they probably need to clean up some of the complexity of these, but basically I unlocked the one that says burn damage and I unlocked the one that says frostbite damage, specifically because I assume frostbite is a big part of the Star Captain. So we'll be using the Everfrost of Arcturia for this one. But anyway, the idea behind this is that these are, I don't want to call it power creep, but I mean it is by definition power creep. More things that make you stronger. But the game is also much harder, so I don't actually know how much of a difference it is. I think at net gain is it's much harder. I currently have something like a 15% win rate on this particular patch because I got wrecked. The last thing I'll mention is that the movement changes are very substantial. Pay close attention to my gameplay. You'll notice that the movement stuff's all over the place. It's just different, and I'm gonna mess this up as I get used to it. But before I get too far ahead of myself, I know we're 9 minutes in and haven't started the actual episode yet. This will be a Scribbles giveaway. If I remember the keybind to get to Scribbles, I always forget this. Yeah, here you go. So Scribbles is a little cat friend. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this run, and even if I don't win, somewhere towards the end of the run, I will put a keyword into the ether, and the idea is that you use the keyword in a sentence, and let me make sure actually no one's able to talk to me. Good. Woo. And you will be able to then enter it into a sentence in a comment below, and I will enter you into the giveaway. It's then randomly selected, and if you're lucky, you win. You win a copy of a code that gets you this little cat. So it's basically the gist of it. All right, so let's get in on this. You'll see three things appear. All right, there used to be 2. The one on the left, they've removed unranked and ranked and renamed them, great choice. Unranked and ranked gave a really weird idea of like what was happening. It seemed very League of Legends like or something. Now it's just quick dive. So this is a faster run with fewer nodes and fewer decisions, and it's just like a YOLO. Seems good. I'm glad it exists. Deep dive is I want to play a normal run of Inkbound like we're used to. And then the daily challenge. This is new. These look fun, actually. Some of them are spicy and difficult, but you can see a lot of the things are fixed for you, and you get XP bonuses, which are great for leveling up, and just there's a leaderboard for it, which I didn't actually show you, but here it is. Leaderboard, you can see some people did a great job. Seems good. You can filter it, you can look for today, yesterday, solo. There are apparently different daily challenges for each different number of players. So 2, 3, 4, 1. So interesting. But anyway, we're going to get in on the normal run. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go. It's going to be a longer intro. That was longer than I'm going to be doing going forward because the goal there was to explain a little bit of the patch. I didn't go into too much detail, but I wanted to at least give you a sense of what to expect. So, all right, we're tier 11. An additional enemy type in each wave has a challenge buff. New seasonal challenge buffs have been added. Seasonal challenge buffs. What is a seasonal challenge buff? I don't know. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know what to expect. What is this? Okay, these new icons. Got it. Runestone, dazed or critical 60 times. 320 stacks of frostbite or bleed. Yeah, they nerfed the Carver one. Look, it's visit the Carver 4 times instead of 3. This pushes it back further into Book 2, even if you push for it, which is comparable with the spend money one, I think. So probably a good change, but we'll see. 320 stacks of frostbite or bleed. I think we can do that, right? Yeah, sure. Let's try it. I want to see it, right? A lot of this is going to be exploratory. There's going to be a lot of conversations. I'm honestly not going to listen to them, but yeah. We should be able to get the 320, right? Let me read these upgrades. 30 damage to both hits. That's like literally double damage. That's really strong. Okay. Ooh, but wait, that's the third skill. Got it. So less good. Okay. Inflict 1 stack of frostbite to the secondary targets. Interesting. I see that now. Okay. That doubles the scaling for my run quest, which is good. Oh, offensive mode grants 10 frostbite damage. Good grief, that's really good too. Okay. Oh, here we go. Whittling mitts. Ah, by the way, you may notice these are all common relics now. They have gotten rid of the uncommon role here. You are now facing a common choice, which is a huge nerf to your run in general. So you're facing just much less power immediately. I am, however, going to take Whittling Mitts. This is incredible. Just straight up 10 frostbite damage for a frostbite class. And it just auto frostbites some stuff, which is great. Yeah, absolutely. Give me that. Now, worth noting that the Everfrost of Arcturia, my trinket, makes frostbite more likely to show up in drafts. I don't know how much this will affect things. It doesn't explain it, but it did show me Whittling Mitts, so I guess I'm happy with that. I'm also going to take Frostbite mode, or Frosty Leader here. This just seems good to have 20 Frostbite damage out of the gate, right? That seems really strong. And now let me look at this. Offensive mode. Interesting. Okay, so I start in offensive mode. Okay. Worth noting also, they nerfed all of these challenge modifiers. You're not seeing heavy pockets or any of the less bad ones. They also, some of them give you these glyphs instead of money. So we're just going to have to deal with some worse upgrades here. I think like pacifism, I'm just going to have to straight up take pacifism here, and I think that's going to be the right choice. Overstimulated, I do think, is still death here, and ink shell sounds really rough to start with. I don't know. I think we'll just take pacifism and hope for the best. This I'll tell you straight up that I find the game considerably more difficult all of a sudden. Like I said, I lost 6 times in a row just opening this patch and trying it. So that's pretty rough for me considering how good my win rate was in the base game, or rather in the previous patch. Okay, now let me verify. Do I actually start in any mode? Right? I do have 20 Frostbite. Yeah, okay, cool. So I start in offensive mode. Got it. Now I'm taking damage. Why am I taking damage? Quillian Hybrid. On turn start, gain 89 shield. While it has shield, deal damage to the attacker. Got it. Well, I don't think that I have much option other than to take this hit, so we're going to take this hit. Now I do... with a beneficial binding. Did I get a drone? No, I did not get a drone. So let me swap mission lead. Oh, by the way, look at my movement. You can see the inner ring here that gets a little bigger as you get closer to the edge of your range. Kind of interesting. Let me swap to defensive mode then. Okay. Ah, right. Interesting. So you don't 20 frostbite damage. Where am I getting this extra 10 from? Oh, from Frosty Leader? Interesting. So when I have to use Mission Leader to get the drone. Curious. Okay. So let's zap this goon. And then our goal is to shoot this friend. Interesting. I'm going to take this orb and shoot this guy again. Seems okay, right? Seems fine so far. Now, I gotta look at this. Inflict 4 stacks of frostbite. What does this do to the enemies there? I need to move out of an AoE range. I definitely want to use this ability here, I think. It's pretty cool. It does a lot of damage to enemies. Yeah, frostbite damage here is pretty strong. After triggering frostbite 100 times, permanently double the damage bonus. Interesting. I wonder if that's permanently doubling my frostbite damage gain or what? Triggering frostbite gives +2. Ooh, interesting. Spicy. That's pretty strong. +2 frostbite damage until the end of combat. I'm taking 6 damage, presumably from this guy. I don't think I can kill him here, but I am going to at least kill some other dudes. I think that's fine. He punches me. Okay, fair enough. Right, not taking any major damage here. I am going to kill this guy. The interesting thing is I can do a lot of this without having to worry about my movement. I can move after, because move does not cost will. I think the change is good, but I think it needs some additional changes, is where I'm at. 5 frostbite damage. Remember, I have pacifism, so leaning in on this frostbite damage does seem good. +30 damage to both hits. I actually think inflicting stack of frostbite to the secondary targets is huge, right? I actually think this is huge. Yeah, Frosty Chilaser seems really good. Seems like some good common upgrades here, which I'm glad to see. But because I think commons are easy to make bad. I don't know, there have been a lot of changes to organization on rarities and things. The balance has been nuts. Let's see, I'm magic, physical, magic. So Grasp is excellent. I'm a huge fan of Grasp in general. I found that this was just generally very good. So I like this one. I don't want to just take it. I want to look at some of the other guys. What do we get? Okay, Cone of Frost, right? I should, if anything can make Cone of Frost good, it better be this build, right? So let's click it. I'm experimenting, and if that happens, it's fine. If we lose, it's fine. Note that there is a hard combat on your second combat now, but this is guaranteed to be your treasure pot. So my strongest opinion right now is that this hard combat, having tried it a bunch of times before recording this is a bait, because despite the fact that it has better rewards, you're almost certainly going to lose your treasure pot. So I think we stay the course and go money with 2 common augments, and we chill. And hopefully we get our treasure pot, and then also just kill floors, right? Okay, so the treasure pot didn't spawn. I was wrong? Somehow it doesn't surprise me. What is this? Infestation. On getting defeated, create 2 slimps. Whatever a slimp is. When hitting the player, yeah, okay, don't let these goons hit the player is what it comes down to. Bazappo. Yeah, we can't let them hit the player. Got it. Shoot these guys. Good. Let's big Gazappo this boss. I think he looks pretty. That's cool. I am going to get a drone and go into defensive mode. Right? Does that put me in offensive mode now? What mode am I in? How do I know? Wait a second. So I went into offensive mode. That has to be it, right? That has to be what I'm experiencing. Okay. I went into the offensive mode. Got it. Okay, well, that seems fine. Now I want to go into defensive mode. Why'd I get 2 ability power from that? That does not make any sense. Allies gain 1 ability power until the end of turn. Okay, well, fine. It doesn't matter because that does get completely lost because of pacifism, so it seems bad, but I was just trying the thing out. Oh, anyway, that's a really big laser blast. Wow, okay. Good ability. Good ability indeed. Now, let's just shoot this guy a bunch. I think he dies, right? That's pretty cool. And then we have to face these new enemies. They look kind of like aliens. Kind of, yeah. I don't hate them. They're called Slimps. What a good name. All right. Well, we did really well on that combat, so I don't feel bad about how this panned out. More frostbite damage. I mean, is this really the Everfrost kicking in? Because this is so much stronger due to the fact that I'm getting pacified. So this frostbite damage is big. I guess we'll just keep clicking it, right? Plus 30 damage for both hits. I don't know if I really want that. Defensive mode grants spiked. Well, that doesn't seem good. Like, at all. That seems terrible, in fact. We're gonna try the potent cryoclasm, I guess. That seems okay. Sure. Spend money. I have a lot of money. I didn't get the 250 spend here, so I will just take the Carver, powering up a little bit. On your first turn, the first binding you use costs 2 less. That does basically make Cryoclasm free on every turn. It's hard to skip that. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. We're going to click that. And I'm going to re-roll this, and we're going to look at the next one. On critting, gain 1 shield. Or on hitting, inflict bleed. Well, I don't think bleed is very good here. I don't think we have any crit whatsoever, so let's not lean in on these. Let's re-roll that. On your first turn, gain 10 shield? That's bad. None of this is good. I'll do another re-roll here. Oh, it upgraded my common. That is unfortunate. Well, I have to earn some money here in order to move on. Yeah, alright, so now what are we doing? I'd like some glyphs. I do think I'm going to need them. This is going to be my treasure combat, right? I don't really want a common relic. So I suppose we're going to go for glyphs and hope for the best. I do feel pretty strong here. So I think we will press forward. Yeah, there he is, Mr. Treasure Pot. I am going to do the big laser beam here. It does just kill a guy, which is pretty strong. It immediately kills this guy if I click him, which I do really appreciate. Okay, we're just gonna kill that guy then. Ah, see, I have already ruined myself. I am guaranteed to take this 4 damage now. This is a great example of just eating dirt a little bit from my other choices. Alright, well, we kill another guy. I'm gonna take... Can't get out. I do need to take the orb, and then we're just gonna shoot this friend. I wonder if you press the movement key while the turn ends, if it does get you out of the AoE still. We'll see. I do kill this guy. It does. You can wiggle just slightly. Look at that. Taking 0 damage. Go me. Cool. It's a little bit of a... Maybe that's a little cheesy, but that's okay. It's okay. No one really minds. It's fine. Anyway, zap them. Super zap these other friends. We just kill that guy over there, which is very good. And then we laser beam some things. I actually feel pretty strong, right? I'm not crazy about this. I feel like we've got the tools to win. So, or, well, I don't want to say to win. I feel like we're performing well here. Zap them. Zap them. Give them the zappa. The pa-zappa zappa. I am a little slow on dealing with these guys. I do get to kill one of them at least. Mercurial elixirs give me movement now, which is cool if I wanted to use them. I'm just going to take this 12 though, because all the turns lined up the way they did. Unfortunate. I am able to crumple most enemies here. It's pretty good. I'm glad to see that. I zap like this. I zap to the right. I take 0 on the turn. Very good. I think I'm just going to laser beam stuff here, and we're going to be okay with that. This pot is going to pose an issue for me. Yeah, the pot is an issue. So this is a great example of the new movement system biting you, right? If I walk over here and take this orb, I am stuck in the goop. That is a trick, right? You used to be able to do this and have it extend your movement because you spent will in order to... I would like wiggle and then grab it. The wiggle is gone now. So I have to instead move down here to avoid everything. And hope that I can answer this without taking any more damage. Cool. All right. That was the better play. Outrageous. Okay. Well, we did get the treasure pot. I'm feeling good. I mean, if they keep showing me frostbite damage, good grief, I'm going to click it. And now we get some other things. 8 additional stacks of frostbite to the primary target. That just feels unnecessary, right? Yeah, that doesn't feel like that's actually good. The thing is that you want to be proccing frostbite on every hit. Having more stacks doesn't actually help you. Quickened frost is... I don't think that's worth it. I'm going to take long laser here. It seems fine. Give it bigger AoE. Or make it farther reaching, which I'm fine with. Sure. What else do we have? Alright, what do I get now? Blink is pretty huge. I do think Blink is nuts right now. Quicken, this is a new one, isn't it? It is. It is. I'm going to want to try that eventually, but I think Blink is busted right now. With the changes to movement and the fact that it's not really tuned perfectly, I find that Blink is just truly nuts. Anyway, we have 250 gold and the ability to purchase a rare augment, so we're going to do that real quick. That seems good. On turn start, full cost discount. That's kind of fun. Gain 1 shield for each enemy hit by the secondary effect. That is so much shielding. I have to click shielding. Wow, that's good. Marked. Marking. That's interesting. Wait a second. Inflict hex and shatter to the primary target. That's really strong. Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't really know what to expect from some of the purples. If these are the commons or the uncommons, then geez. But shielding cryoclasm, I mean, the AoE on this is nonsense big. So, yeah. Big shield. And then I really want this to be shredding. Hex and shatter is just so much bonus damage. Yeah, it's nuts. That's really good. Now, we don't get anything good out of this shop, as it were. I do get a fish. Helmet crab is going to be good. I'm going to eat that for this boss, and we're going to pick up the other stuff. Dialogue. Okay. Frosted half charm. Sure, actually. Yeah, why not? This seems okay. I'll click it just so I have gained some value from this. We look like we're going to get through our run quest sometime at the end of this combat. We did gain 40 on that turn thanks to this half charm. This also is very strong from the perspective of just my opener into the captor, right? Everything gets all this frostbite, and then everything gets immediately fragged by this effect, right? Just immediate drop this. Huge value. Yeah, huge value. We shoot 1 there. We shoot 1 here. I straight up kill the other guy. I think I come pretty close to doing it to the other friend too. Honestly, seems pretty okay to me. I can get them both here. Very good, honestly. A really good turn. I get to really do a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna switch in for my, what's it called? That's a lot of damage. The sentinel drone here. So I shoot him and then the laser comes down because he's been shattered and everything. Wow, I'm doing a lot of damage here. I just phased him. Wow, okay. Now that is largely because I did such a strong opener with cryoclasm on that first turn. I'm not going to get something nearly as good here because they don't all get frostbite, but I do think we'll get some value here, right? I can zap them. I have double orbs here as well, which is pretty clutch. So yeah, let's get the frostbite out. Ba-bam. And now let's start fragging them. Double kill. Orb. Shoot that guy. Shoot that guy again. Orb. Let's get the frostbite on everyone here. And that's a run quest immediately, actually. And taking 0 for the turn, very good. This cryoclasm doing huge work. I think we do just cryoclasm here, which is a bunch of shield. We start killing the other guys. Seems good to me. I take the orb. I mean, I think I win on this. Yeah, I just actually kill this guy outright. Okay. Captor gets obliterated. Cool. Cool. I don't think I've even seen Cone of Frost's Ascensions before. Moderate area, so a bigger area. Dazed and Frostbite. That's cool. Large area around you, inflict frostbite. So hit everyone? And okay. Those both look kind of good, actually. 25 frostbite damage. Y'all, that's a big number. That's a huge number. Okay. Sure, freezing frost. Yeah, that seems okay to me. And then 5 stacks of frostbite everyone. I think the dazed is a better play here. I guess it depends on how big moderate area is, right? I like the dazed angle here. It's also targeted. Also, it's bigger base damage numbers, which I appreciate. Flash freeze 150. We're going to try it. I'll be straight up, I've never actually ascended Cone of Cold ever, but it seems maybe good here. On hitting, gain 1 stack of Shattered Will. On your turn, reduce all cooldowns by 1. Lose health in combat, gain ability power for each for each 3 missing health you have. So keep in mind we are combating the power of Pacifist here, but I do think Clepsydranium is really good. Gavel of the Dam is strong. I tried this before. It's really good if I can get more Shattered Will from other sources. But I think Clepsydranium is excellent because it means I can just spam things like Flash Freeze. And with Counselor's Ledger, I usually get to freely cast Cryoclasm almost every turn. So we'll take it and be happy about that. I'm feeling pretty good. By the way, now that we've committed a little bit to magic power, it is worthwhile to commit a little bit more. Every extra one we add is strong. Am I going to eat the brain tuna? Yeah, I'm going to eat the brain tuna and we're just going to move on. I'm going to see in here we get, what is this? 10 movement per turn. Crazy. I haven't seen these in all my other runs. The blue ability power is bad, by the way. Don't click that. More frostbite damage? Interesting. Just make this number even bigger. I'm almost at... Man, if I can actually... The magic power increased my frostbite damage by a considerable amount here. I need to try to get more of that. Let's take the frostbite damage here, I think. 127 went to 152. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Alright, cool. Oh, cool, I'm the star captain, and I get to go to the derelict spaceship. Also, I don't want overstimulated or wit thief, so gunk-filled it is. Cool, I get to show you the sick new location and some of the enemies. The enemies are freaking dinosaurs, okay? Freaking dinosaurs with laser beams. It's extremely cool. I love this map. I'm very pleased with how it looks. Look, there's a cool little ship in here. That's great. Big fan. Anyway, I have a fish for this first one. Oh, I did permanently achieve. And the first time you trigger Frostbite, each term inflicts Hex. Crazy. Anyway, I have 6 glyphs. We're okay. I'm going to go after a heroic vault. I only have 4 relics here. Yeah, I think we're okay on that. This place looks awesome. Look at this. There's a little alien goop. I'm going to kick it. Okay, I only got some money. That's not that impressive. Anyway, you get to see some of these enemies. They're very cool. We just laser beam a guy, and he is going to proceed to pass away, I think. Gagoom. Cool. I want to see how big this area is. Oh, this area is actually tiny. This is not a moderate area. That is outrageous. It's not a moderate area at all. Well... okay. That seems a little disingenuous in my opinion. Anyway, by the way, kill the slimp eggs. Just do that thing. It's good to do. They spawn slimps, unsurprisingly. I also still have blink on my bar, even though I haven't really needed to use it at all. So there's that. We're gonna gagoom one of these guys, I'm pretty sure. He's just gonna kind of pass away. Bam. Bam, orb, and then we... Well, I do want to teleport, actually, and see if I can't kill this other guy. Did a bad job. Well, it's okay, I got some other stuff. I managed to do something useful on my turn. I took 4 damage because I didn't teleport far enough. Whoops. That's okay. That's a pretty strong play. Zappo! Very strong, very strong. Anyway, I'm going to kill those guys. And I think we're going to do the orb thing. And then we just keep shooting here. Our main attacks are very strong, as it turns out. A lot of slimps pouring out, but I actually just don't care about them one bit. They're all going to pass away here. Bam! Bam! Is Frostbite actually good? maybe with this class, right? Maybe with this class. On your first turn, your bindings have no base cooldown for the first 5 uses. Okay. We can do some silly things with that, right? I just flash freeze a bunch of times. Yeah, this acknowledgement of exemption is really hard to pass up on, right? It's very strong, in fact. I do like Frozen Statue getting more dazed, but I did take the flash freeze, so I already have it. I think it's just stronger to take the acknowledgement of exemption here, for sure. 1 magic power. I think every little bit of magic power we add is a lot of value here, considering how high our frostbite damage is, like mathematically. So this binding grants an additional Sentinel Drone. Well, Sentinel Drone is strong, I have discovered, so I'm going to click that button, I think. Full cost discount? I don't think that's that impressive. Our first turn is basically going to be immediately you Cryoclasm, and then we could just do it again. So cooldowns are, I mean, cost reductions are pretty good. I don't think it's Quickening Blink. Prepared Frost. I actually think the extra Sentinel Drone is pretty sick, though. Like, just genuinely, I think it's good. I'm going to take it. I think I want to look at that and see how it is. 245 gold. We can go shopping, right? I think there's a power-up. Unless, hold up, there is a quest for me to do in here, right? Gain frostbite damage from a font of wisdom in the derelict starship. Look, I can track more items than one. It's incredible. So I need to go to a font of wisdom. So the shrine would be pretty decent then. Okay. Well, I mean, how much? I don't know. Yeah, here, we'll go to the shrine. That seems good to me. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I need to gain frostbite damage here. Okay, well, it is what I was going to click on. I have to do that 2 more times? Well, that's definitely not going to happen. That is pretty strong, though, what we just gained. What is this? Another Mercurial Elixir? They buffed Mercurial Elixir, and I still just am looking at it like, well, what do you want from me? Want me to click them more often? Make them better? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go to the next combat here. Oh yeah, look at these laser guys. These dudes, big fan. Huge fan. Our turn is nonsense, right? I just truly laser blast here, and we're very powerful. It seems good, you know? This does seem... What we're doing here seems strong. And then I kill all the enemies. And I freely teleport wherever I want to go. Hey, that teleport didn't take me where I wanted to go, but I am able to at least move out. Okay, good job. Cool, so that was a pretty strong turn, as it turns out. Cool. You Zamboni the guy, we give him the laser beam. Grab this orb. I will click on that, so I can just shoot him twice, and then he does immediately pass away, in fact. We seem like we're in a pretty good place here. Bazowie, okay. We chill. This was a hard combat, supposedly, right? That is what it said. Whether I believe it or not is another question. Okay, good job. Frost, Fire, Ember. I could turn this into a burn build. That is an interesting option that has presented itself. Is this a Font of Wisdom? Is this also a Font of Wisdom? It might be. Ah, it is. Look, it worked. Excellent. Cool. 1 cost discount to a random binding dazed to all targets. I don't really like any of those. Should I take burn damage here? And hitting an enemy inflicted with frostbite. I mean, this is free damage, right? Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to re-roll this. These seem bad. Mighty Frost, do 75 damage. Or Mighty Frost. Well, no, marking Cryoclasm. Marked. Marked is probably pretty good. I want to wait for the purple on it, though. Yeah, let's just take Mighty Frost. It's fine. Make this thing do... 360 is pretty good, actually. I'm not mad about it. Alright, we're going to look for... I don't know. Some good Ascension, question mark? Look, we could do Blink Ascension. No, I'm going to reroll. Give me one of these other ones. What does this do? Shock Trooper. At start of your turn, grant allies ability power. What's changed? Oh, inflict 1 stack of shock to the nearest enemy. Okay. Or Trailblazer. The normal ability, but stronger. Well, I don't want to spend all of my upgrades here, so sure, we'll just take the one that gives me 4 shield, I suppose. That seems fine. It's not as exciting as I was kind of hoping for, but that's okay. I could do an upgrade here, but I don't think I have enough slots to really benefit from it. Carver here is okay. What does the lab give me? The captive. Do I need to go talk to this guy in any way? Does it matter what I do to this dude? Do some stuff, gain a thing, whatever. Sure, the captive. And the next thing I have to do is unlock the strong box at the end of the derelict starship. Okay, so not that really. Okay, so I don't have to go to the captive. So as a result, I'm just going to go shopping because shopping is fun. Okay. Cool. I might buy health, actually. I am a little low on it. Window to Eternal Longing. Sadly, we do not have the money for it. It's also not good on this build right now. I'm going to re-roll this, see what we hit. They nerfed Malformed Tracing. It deserved it, let's be real. It did need to go a little bit. I'm going to take this frozen statue. Dazing literally every enemy does seem okay here. And we'll go up to, what is it? Very big number. And I am going to heal. Oh man, I forgot they nerfed the healing. Good grief. Alright. Let's take glyphs so I can re-roll here. Yes, I want to be able to re-roll my Ascension. Maybe I already had 3. Maybe that's enough. I'm not actually sure. Hard to say. Hard to say. Anyway, I am going to just end these enemies very quickly. What is this guy? Razor Shade. Look at that guy. He's cool looking. He looks pretty edgy. Alright. Give him the Zamboni Blast. Cool, that seems good. Just do it again. Kill all enemies. Okay. And then we hit these guys like this, and we do... How is this guy alive? Good grief, get out of his range. That guy's too powerful for me. I thought he would be dead, but no, he was too strong. He's got 3,000 life. Okay, well, he's made his point, is what that comes down to. Alright, let's try to finish these guys off, right? Yeah, goodbye, my guy. Okay. We just zap that guy over there, and we have now cleared this floor. And I think I think I will Sentinel Drone here. If I get 2 of them, we save them for the next turn. And I think I do it again. And I have 4 of them. And they just absolutely... I mean, I take the orb first, and then we do the laser blast, and it's like, kabazam! Wait, we grab the next orb. And then we do it again. Bazam! It's pretty good, actually. It's also pretty satisfying. Bazow! Zap! It's a pretty good ability. I actually think Sentinel drones are cool. I like the little laser beams it does. It's nice. It's a good touch. We like lasers. I'm gonna just hit this middle slimp because I don't like him. And I'm going to walk a little, grab this orb, notice that I'm trapped, and then immediately teleport away because teleport is power. Kill this guy, and then Sentinel drone, I suppose. We should be very capable of ending this combat, I think. Oh, of course, this guy decided to stand all the way off in La La Land, so maybe not. That's a shame. We're gonna deal with these other goons first. I'm gonna take the shield. Okay, no, it actually isn't a shield. Right, we're just gonna kill that guy then. Got it. Just laser blast him with flash freeze. Now I do want to take frostbite damage here to finish this off. Also just generally not a bad idea. Cool, quest complete, good job. I'm gonna upgrade Blink with this cost discount thing. It's fine. They've shown it to me a bunch of times. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Another font of wisdom here, or I could go shopping. I don't really need shopping. I guess we'll just take the temple here. Ooh, hopefully this fish is worth holding on to for the final boss. Makes a random thing free. Yeah, I will hold on to that, actually. Ah, so many potions and things. What is this? Requires key crew. Okay, well, I don't have the crew key, I suppose. So, very well. I'm gonna re-roll this. I will take 2 magic power here. This is actually what I was looking for, right? It's better than ability power because of the way pacifism works, even though I do see the ability power here. Because is it physical power? I mean, they each drop by 1 together. So if you have ability power and magic power, you lose 2, as opposed to if I only have magic power, I lose just the 1 every turn. So that is going to be pretty strong. Where am I? My Frostbite's currently doing 225 damage. I do not understand how this Trailblazer leader thing works. Just being clear, I have looked at it and decided I do not understand, which is okay. What is this potion now? Another mercurial elixir. They really want me to try to use them. Go to the quest first. Hey, look at that. I did a thing. Good job. I got the man's arm. Let's blast this boss. This boss is very cool. They turn into one of the other classes, which is a lot of fun. But I do think that their damage relies a lot on actually... What is the word I'm looking for? Their damage relies a lot on their ads. Which means that I think very often I find it's not as strong, right? It's just not as strong. There's gotta be an overlap. You're killing me here. There is an overlap. Bazam! Look at that go. Cool. Anyway, I am just gonna start shooting this guy, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna actually work on the guy in the back, I think. And now I shoot the guy. I just kill that guy over there, that's fine. Cool. And then I think the teleport is worthwhile. It makes something free. Cool. Sure. Seems good. Yeah, you get bonked. It's not a big deal. Does not really threaten me all that much. I do want to keep the laser beams strong here. Yeah, work on these things. Toss some frosty at him. I'm going to be teleporting out of whatever is happening to me here. Just acknowledge that that is a thing that is happening. I'm just going to be leaving after I proceed to shoot this man a bunch. Seems good. Goodbye. Save 15 damage. Seems good to me. Yeah, this guy doesn't stand much of a chance at this point. I think we phase on this turn, no problem. Yes, we do. Cool. He goes, hey, wait. Uncool, brother. You defeated me. I'm going to change phase. And he became a moss cloak today. Doesn't bother me. Let's go. Okay. It seems kind of scary when you think about it, I guess. He does look kind of scary, too. That's okay. Yeah, I'm going to take a lot of damage unless I deal with some of these ads. Grab an orb first, which does get me the chilly blasting that I do wish for. Which is good. I'm going to go for the daze up top, which I think matters. Take the orb. Zap that guy. We'll zap down bottom next. I want to try to kill them. Yeah, there we go. That saves a ton. And then I think I go to 0 damage taken. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks in large part to the power of whatever Trailblazer does. I think it needs to flip icons, or it needs to tell me with like a hover over text or something what it is at a given point in time, because it's not clear at all, right? I have absolutely no idea what's happening. Now again, we just kind of shoot this man until he passes away, I think is what's going to happen here. Shoot the man until he ceases to exist, and then teleport away from the damage. Although I could have stood in that and not taken any damage, I suppose, which is nice. We'll take it. Give this guy... I want to deal with the ads. They are very annoying. Wait for it. There it is. Zap. Orb. Let's lob the damage at him. I guess I am going to teleport over to him. Hey, wait, why am I taking... Wait, what's attacking me? Where's that 15 coming from? Is his cone just wrong? Okay, his cone is actually just wrong. I'm just going to kill him instead. That's fair, I suppose. He kind of deserved that when you think about it. Alright, give me a good ascension, please. Yes! What is this? What's happening to me? The primary target takes additional damage equal to triggering all stacks of Frostbite. Okay, fair enough. You got my attention. Yeah, okay, yeah. Absolute 0. That seems good. Cool, click that. I love that. Everything about that was good. You deal 25% bonus damage to enemies inflicted with Frostbite. Yes, click that. Wow, very strong, actually. We just got a very big pickup on all that, and I did the quest here. Cool. Seems good. If I had been smart, I think I could have saved my quest reward for the ship, and then that would have prevented me from missing this last legendary thing here. But that's okay. We just take 2 magic power, and we're happy about it. My Frostbite's currently doing a lot of damage. This seems good. Absolute 0 seems good. Yes. They got new enemies here. Barbed Banshee and stuff. Cool. So anyway, I'm going to laser beam this guy, and it's going to end his existence. Good. I like that. Kill the enemies immediately. As it turns out, I'm a big fan of just killing everything. Turns out that's pretty good. Excellent work. Go team. Yeah, the enemies are going to proceed to pass away. Yes, in fact, very strong. And then we just laser beam a bunch of dudes. No problems. I will click Sentinel Drone. It's good. It does the thing that we like to see. And then we kill the enemy that does damage to me, and I take 1? How dare you make me take 1 damage? That's okay. I'll take the 1. It's fine. Cool. I'm going to end a guy. Sure. This man passes away. This guy's passing away anyway. It doesn't really matter what happens. Drones or something. And then we just shoot this guy. Alright, cool. He is now gone. And we keep it going. Take 0 on the combat. Or I took 1 damage on the combat. Truly, I deserved it. Anyway, this guy takes a lot of damage because I have absolute 0. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very good. Cool. We love to see it. I'm probably re-rolling that purple. It doesn't seem very strong. Crit damage? I don't think so. I am actually re-rolling this for sure. Shot caller. Gain 1 sentinel drone for each enemy hit by the secondary effect. Isn't this nuts? This is huge. Sentinel drones do a lot of damage. I guess I don't do a ton of physical damage in this run, but... So it's not actually that much damage. Let me re-roll and just look at what they have. -1 will cost. That's pretty strong, actually. Although I think the extracting blink is possibly stronger. Get another orb, as it turns out, is good. Cooldowns. Although, for my turn 1, being able to spam this 5 times seems pretty strong. That's pretty good, as it turns out. I don't like how they made it cost more to reroll and keep rerolling. Not a fan of that. I'm going to take Extracting Blink. I think it lets me play my stronger skills more often on the turns other than turn 1, which I value, and it kind of helps on turn 1. Yeah, we'll take it. That's good. Cool. I am going to reroll this... What is it? Font of Wisdom, I think they called it. Yeah, 1 shielding seems pretty good. I'm probably pretty happy with free shield. I'm going to also... I mean... Ink Tap is pretty okay. Well... I don't think it's actually that good. I'm going to re-roll it. What are you? On hitting an enemy with Frostbite, proc an additional stack of Frostbite. Does not stack. Although, Tongue of the Frozen Flame is here, right? This is actually much better. It's so much better, in fact. It's nuts. It's huge. It's so crazy good. I'm, of course, clicking it. It's just, yeah, of course, that's much better than Whittling Mitts as well. As much as Whittling Mitts has been pretty good, Frosted Half Charm, frankly, is just better. Just get some initial value. I like that a lot. We're going to take Shielding here, I think. Well, Magic Power is probably stronger. I'm going to take the Shielding. I think it is better to have some defense. We're going to go ahead and buy health, I suppose, and then whatever else we can get value out of. Leaky Pen? Well, that's pretty good. That is pretty nice. I actually don't feel like I want this, though. An extra orb is really strong. It's 3 orbs a turn. Essentially resets all cooldowns, gives me a lot of will, which is good. I would have taken another Clepsydranium if I had the money, actually. That's unfortunate. I will buy, actually, the health. I'm okay with it. I don't need this pen. I'm just going to let it ride. I don't need these things. I think we're good. I think we beat Argalath without too much concern, if my math is correct. We'll see. We'll see. This was a little bit of a slower run. Really, it was slower just because of the intro that I did. Cool. I wish to Frostbite Blast. Zap. Good. And then we just keep going, I think. Man, I almost phased turn 1 on this combat, which is kind of ridiculous. We take the orb. I blink out of harm's way, take the orb, and I come pretty darn close to phasing on this turn in sort of incredible fashion. It's a lot of damage I just did. Cool. And that was even without applying much burn at all. That was just... Yeah, that's phase. Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk away and sit on this orb. I'm actually gonna spawn an extra orb. Yeah, cool. Now my next turn is even more powerful. Good. Seems good. Take an orb. We're gonna start off with a solid big absolute 0 hit. I'm also gonna throw... Ugh, I hate this AoE down here. There are a couple guys I can't hit twice. Alright, good. We're gonna do Sentinel Drone nonsense here. I'm gonna teleport away. I'm gonna do 2 changes here. Remember, the orb is once per turn. True. That is very true. And then I hit the absolute 0 one more time. I phase change for some more Zappos. And we shoot some guys, which should reduce me down to... Yeah, okay, cool. We're looking all right. We take 0 on that turn. That's a pretty scary turn as well. There's a lot of incoming damage, a lot of tentacles on that turn that we've managed to avoid getting rolled by, which is good. I can push a lot of numbers up here. Kill an ore, kill a tentacle. Don't come close to killing that tentacle. I think I can get this bottom one though, which is nice. We're gonna take this orb. I am 100% going to teleport out over here. We get movement. Now, who is the most likely to pass away if I just shoot them? Great question. We shoot this guy down here. Yeah, he's gone. Cool. I do get free shield. And I can kill one of those guys and take 0 on the turn. Good, okay. And we're happy with that. It's a good turn. Tentacles are coming back. Unfortunate. I do want to daze the boss on this turn. I think that one is going to be pretty important to me. So let's at least do that. Nice. 5 frostbite means I could blast. I could just straight up hit the boss here. Oh, actually, we just kill that tentacle down there. That is superior. Yeah, it's just gone. Good. Mission leader. Why'd I click it? I don't really know. I'm basically cycling it so I can get back to whatever it is called. I'm basically cycling it so I can get back to defensive mode. Yeah. I will teleport somewhere. He is attacking like that. So if I teleport down, I should take 0 on the turn. True. And I can still get some extra damage in, which I'm very happy about. Shoot some laser beams here. Cool. Good. I should be able to kill that 7 frostbite tentacle next. And then I want to work on that 7 inky power tentacle in the top left. Yeah. First things first. Yeah, we're going to work on top right fella here. Top left fella here. Good. We take orb. I'm going to teleport. Good. This phases. Now, I can't believe that just killed that tentacle. I think I take this 1 damage and we sit on this orb. I should really... Why am I not eating my brain tuna? What's wrong with me? Y'all should have told me to eat my brain tuna. I want to save some of my intense damage here for this next turn. See, I think I'm okay trading that 1 here. I guess actually I can just Sentinel Drone and we're fine. Stash that up. Okay, fine. That's all right. Okay. Sure, we take 0 on the turn. I'm actually still doing okay. Argalath's looking upset. Understandable. Go for the laser blast. I do think it's important to reduce damage. The question is, who am I reducing damage on? Good question. We zap this guy on the right. He just passes away. That's good. The inky exoskeleton causing some concern. I think we're going to take... I think I'm just going to frostbite the boss there. We take this orb. I'm going to walk forward, take this orb, and we're going to teleport away and take this orb. And I think we're going to daze a whole bunch of stuff, which is good. And we come pretty close to just zeroing out damage. We actually do fully zero out damage here. It's a good example of just, if you can kill tentacles, it's actually okay to do it, I think. I actually really don't like that the tentacles have this inky exoskeleton. It's one of the reasons why you have to be very careful about ink shell and nonsense like that, because you can absolutely just get completely slammed and utterly ruined by some of these effects. Anyway, let's just, first things first, end this guy. Take the orb. Teleporting away. Goodbye. Taking 0. And we're going to frag that guy. Good job. I'll take some Sentinel drones, sure. I don't actually think this Trailblazer was a big help, in honesty. Like, it's fine, but I don't think it added enough for me to really care that much. Yeah, a little unfortunate. I do have a crit rolled here. Ho 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 ho! Well, I'm just gonna end the combat and do over 8,000 damage. Kabam! Alright, good job. Hey, you know what? I'm really happy that my first run with this aspect on the new patch was a victory. I'm glad to be able to put that up for you all. So, you know what? I'm a believer. And I think the thing that really makes this work is actually the trinket. I can't actually hover over it. I'm going to have to F8 that because, here, yeah, let me actually do that right now. In run summary, you should be able to hover over and see the trinkets tooltip. Thanks. Cool. Good chat. Anyway, the Everfrost here, I think, was a big win for us. I think this was one of the biggest factors. But I really want to shout out for Flash Freeze. This thing was sick. It dealt a good chunk of damage. I think moderate area is a lie. This is not a moderate area. It is a small area, and it should say as much. But I think it should be bigger. I don't think I would take it again, knowing the small size of this. But I think it's good that we tried it. Flash Freeze did a lot of work here. And it's also a good card in Monster Train for those of you who play it. Absolute Zero was clutch. I think this was my win con, really. I'm just build up Frostbite and then just trigger an absolute shockwave of damage. This is a good skill, as it turns out. Shielding Cryoclasm is nonsense how much shield it provides. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's very good. I didn't even go for the purple upgrade on it either. I was taking them on other things. Things like plus 25% damage to enemies inflicted with Frostbite. Turns out that's strong. Also Blink. Thank you, Blink. Very cool. Hex and Shatter mattering a lot too. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good to be on here. I think I could have done more damage if I had hexed the enemy first. The boss on that turn. It didn't matter. I saw the X and took it, but anyway, I'm going to say the keyword for today's Scribbles code is Flash Freeze. If you can use Flash Freeze in a sentence, then great, awesome. You'll be entered into the giveaway for a Scribbles, and we'll see who wins. But yeah, I'm really glad to have been able to put a win up here. I think we did a good job, and yeah, go team. A fun experiment. Frostbite good on this class, actually, so fair enough. Anyway, I will let you go there. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.